So here we go with The Walking Dead, episode 7, and the return of Negan. Finally, we're back on
Finally,
track. Done flitting around all over the west state of West Virginia, where the hell we are. And now we're
and
gonna.
finally, someone with more daddy issues than me.
Oh well, I'm not. After the episode, we may explore that because that's all that's possible. But nonetheless, let's just kick it right into it because I got to see what they're gonna do with this one. So I have to say, right off the bat, the very first thing I noticed after watching this episode is the atrocious CGI. Holy Jesus! What? You have got to be kidding me. There was at least 3. There was like the hunter's arms when he fell out of the whatever that thing is, the tree. There was the iron, on the face, but Carl's eye. Holy crap!
I was like, hold on, what show are we watching? Isn't
Yes.
this like the biggest show on television right now?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
where is this budget going?
I guess it's going to the actors' salaries at this point because I know where it's not
Jesus
going. I mean,
Christ.
I dare say I might be able to whip up some better effects at home. I don't know. I mean, it was borderline that level.
I mean, you know what? I will say with the iron scene, when he pulls it away and the skin did a
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
I was like, that's disgusting.
But that was a good practical
That was
effect. That was a good.
Absolutely.
That was a good practical effect. It's the CGI eye that has problems.
Carl's
So
eye like couldn't stay in one
it
place.
moved. It cried. It was just yeah. So
You
that
know,
was
I don't know if you saw this or I just needed to get like closer to the TV, but towards the end, like the kind of the ending scenes, when they were showing the eye, I'm like, it looks like there's a circuit board in there. Like, what effect is going on here?
he's the
This is the
Terminator.
CGI something.
It was a mess. It was a mess. But yeah, I mean, obviously it was a pretty Carl heavy episode, I guess you would say. And I guess they
Ish.
covered ish, yeah, but they I guess they started to maybe delve into the wonderful, wacky world of daddy issues that you brought up at the beginning, the queen of
I am
daddy
comfortable
issues.
with this topic.
This is in your wheel well. Okay, all
Yeah.
right, I'll let you riff in that case.
I think they're just trying to present it and because Carl, so one of the things that I said on Twitter since you mentioned it before, I do
Yeah.
live tweet the episode every week.
Mhm.
And one of the things that I said that I had noticed, especially when Carl came out of the truck with the machine gun, he's maybe not a badass, that's not the right word, but like he's not afraid or anything
No.
like that. Like he grew up in the apocalypse. So
Yeah.
that's cool. But then I felt like he shot people and then he didn't have a plan. And I'm like, you're not that good at the long game.
No.
You just
No.
showed up and started shooting, but that
Yeah.
was it.
He is
He
a
didn't-
teenager in his defense, so
But he didn't think it through.
no,
Um,
not at all.
So, but I don't know what he expected Negan to be like, but to me, the way it kind of came off, not that he thought Negan was cool, but I think he
No.
was showing conflicting feelings about what was happening. Because sometimes he seemed disgusted by him, sometimes he seemed like, this is interesting, I don't
Well,
know.
I think tying into the daddy issues, he finally had an adult that was treating him different than Rick had treated him
Yeah.
all throughout this whole thing, where it's always
Yeah.
just survival, stamina, and it's like, hey, what about music? What about chicks? What about
Or even just, my God, there was an entire season of Carl stay in the house.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
keep him away from everything. I don't want you to have a gun. I don't want you to be out in the action. And Negan's like, no, let's do all this stuff together. I'm
Right.
going to take you along.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So I could see how he was kind of gravitating toward them. I think that the switch might have been a little too quick.
Well.
And because there was numerous points in the episode, and this bugged the hell out of me, the concept is supposed to be that Negan is surrounded by hundreds of survivors, and he's got his lieutenants, and Dwight's always there. And so if you kill him, they pounce on you, and you're instantly dead, right? Then we run into scenes, a couple of scenes in this episode, where Negan is either just with one person or even alone, could easily be killed, and of course they don't because it's, that would end the series, and that just because like he handed Carl the bat in the room. That was it. It was the two of them and the little brat kid. And Carl shouldn't have switched that fast to just be like, "Oh, let me hold your bat," when not 2 hours earlier I was machine gunning people down dead in cold blood. Yeah, it was a little too quick. I understand why I did it, but that kind of bothered me. And actually, it is kind of bothering me the way they're handling Negan. Period. At this point.
Yeah. I mean, I'm mixed. I needed a cold shower after that episode. Oh my god. There was some I'm just like blushing into my phone. Like, what is this, Cinemax? Like, what are we watching? This was good.
Okay. And then after that scene is over.
But I'm also aware that while I'm like falling off my couch fangirling, I'm like, oh wait, I'm watching Walking Dead. This isn't quite the show. Did he just say baseball bats don't have a pussy? Like, what show am I watching?
That and he's always sarcastic and always over the top. And I even heard an interview with Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was saying that the scripts that he's getting has Negan written even more over the top, and he's reining it in. I mean, if this is being reined in, what the heck are these writers doing? He's turning into sort of a cartoony villain. I don't really feel, overly threatened by him. I know that he switches to serious mode once in a blue moon. Maybe they're just not showing that enough because it's all the sarcastic, jovial, on the shit, and then the big thing, and I think it will ultimately be his downfall, not the assassination attempts by, Rick's crew. Everyone, basically, yeah, is the fact that they finally show one of his major character flaws, and that he mistakes fear for respect. With everyone. He's got obviously all the people inside the plant that bow down when he comes in, but he does it to Dwight as well. And I'm waiting for Dwight to explode.
Yeah, Dwight does not like him.
Not only does Dwight not like him, but I mean, he does. He thinks that Dwight respects him, and he doesn't. He just fears him. So he keeps fucking with him, keeps throwing his wife in his face. And at some point, I'm expecting an explosion there without question.
I will say when, towards the end of the episode, when Olivia slapped him, I did gasp and like kind of held my breath I was like, oh.
Well, I'll give it to you, and I honestly, God, I thought that it would have been actually a real good move to put him back in my good graces if he would have taken 2 steps back, laughing at her, and then took the full swing and clobbered her upside the head with Lucille and killed her. That would have been perfect for me. That
might be like too evil.
No, it would have been totally in keeping. I think. I don't know. Just because, and maybe it's the fact that he's suddenly not killing people that's damaging him. He doesn't kill Carl. He doesn't kill. I mean, Olivia said.
I think it's beneficial for him not to kill Carl, though.
I mean, obviously, he saw and he explained why and everything else, but her. I mean, what possible reason does he have not to kill her? And it would have taught Carl a lesson. I don't know. That one did kind of. Yeah, I mean, it had a nice little laugh moment. When he was like, 50% more turned on now, but it's like, is it really worth it to? I don't know. And maybe it was just the fact, honest to God, that this episode ran 90 minutes.
But
we got a 44-minute show of footage. Like, we bitched and complained about commercials at the beginning of the season. We even pardoned it in the season premiere because we knew that they'd be trying to cash in like beyond belief. But this is a cash in on a different level. I mean, we didn't get any more show footage than we would in a normal episode that I can
No,
see.
it was around the 42 to 50 mark, I think, because I remember kind of like checking what time it was.
Okay,
And
all right.
I felt like I was super invested in what was going on for the first, 45 minutes.
Right.
With commercials and stuff, mostly because it was Negan, honestly.
Right. Yeah,
but
sure.
I actually felt like it was going.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a point where I was kind of like laying on the couch and like, I'm tired, like now I'm falling asleep. It lost something in the end. I don't know if it was too long or too stretched out, but like it hit that point and I felt like it slowed.
Well, that and like when you're showing like 6 minutes and then going to commercial for 2 or 3, it's hard to keep coming back. But maybe you're actually pointing out what I think we kind of talked about a little bit. I know you have a big thing to say, is that overall there's sort of a lack of engagement.
There is
for this season, which damages our build up to this mid-season finale.
Yeah, I mean, so I've watched the show. Like, I'm not super like hipster cool because I didn't read the comics, but I did start watching the show in season 1. Like, I didn't jump on the bandwagon when it started to get popular.
No.
So season 1 on, and season 1 was super, super small. But they've done mid-season finales, and I remember some of them, like, even leading up to them, or the mid-season finale, like, nail-biting, a pillow,
oh my God, yeah.
I'd have friends over, have parties,
yep.
all yelling at the TV.
Yep.
And next week is the mid-season finale, and I don't...
yeah.
I know they're going to try and make the plots, come together.
I guess.
And, the hair on me.
Wait, shedding?
Yeah, shedding. I know they're going to try and make things come together, but we know they can't come together too hardcore because we still have the rest of the season.
Got 8 more episodes, right, yeah.
But they can't even mesh all of the plots yet, and I just, for the penultimate episode, I just don't feel very,
excited.
I just kind of, I don't feel the same as I used to.
No, and I think what it was is in the previous series, they would build and build, and you kind of had an idea of which direction they were going in, not necessarily what was going to happen, but you knew something's going to happen. With this season, with there being, the 5 different groups, and they're dedicating 1 episode to each one, and you're right, they can't all possibly come together.
And like, what is Carol? Carol doesn't even know what's going on.
And Carol has disappeared. Like, she was in 1 episode.
Yeah.
And the previews for next week clearly shows that it's again Negan centric, which is great. That's fine. But that means it's just going to be right there, and it's going to be Rick. And so what's all the other people doing? So I don't know. They definitely got a long way to go on this one. For next week.
Do we know how many episodes are in the season in total? Like
16.
How many they're going to... Okay.
8 and 8.
Oh, so 8 and 8. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The only other thing I will say is that in the preview for next week, they showed Negan with blood on his face, so I'm guessing he killed somebody. I'm voting Olivia. Really want Olivia dead. That's who's getting my vote.
Do you think there'll be walkers next episode? Do you think there's any walkers left in the whole world in that show, or have we just forgotten that it's a post-apocalyptic show about the dead?
There does not seem to be, any shortage of walkers when we are just like in the middle of the woods and need them. But when there's like the concept of, hey, shouldn't they be like attacking from all 4 corners? Isn't Negan's whole trip that he's offering protection? Well, protection from what? The
show used to be terrifying because of those things. It used to be disgusting and terrifying.
Terrifying and large numbers.
They just go on runs. They're out in the car, like walking in front of my computer. Hold on. Okay, come on. I couldn't see what was happening.
Return to our regularly scheduled program. Tuned over to Animal Planet there for a minute.
It just felt so scary because they were trying to do even just basic things. And now people go on walks, they go for drives, they go picnic in the woods, and I'm just like, wait.
Somebody's going to take a dip in the lake for a half-hour swim next episode.
Yeah.
No problem. So, I got some issues, but you know what? We're going into the mid-season finale next week. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. They'll post something out and send
Hopefully.
hopefully, send us all scurrying and dying for, I guess, February 2017 is when it'll return. But yeah, we'll find out next week. Calling everyone with daddy issues. We know that's pretty much everybody, at the very least Lexus. Don't you do this, but everyone else, comment below. Let us know what you think of the interaction between Carl and Negan. Please don't unload your daddy issues. That's not what we're asking for.
Yeah, that's a different type of comment.
Yeah, totally.
Also, I do live tweet on Twitter every week for Walking Dead, so don't forget to follow us there, as well as all of our social media. There's usually shenanigans going on everywhere. Like the video, and also subscribe to our channel.